Hi everyone, Lauren Perreault from RE/MAX bringing you this week's real estate market update for the Portland metro area, including Clark County, Washington, for the week ending March 24th. Sales are surging and prices are climbing in the Portland metro real estate market. Business as usual for the season, but let's dig a little bit deeper. What are the overall trends showing and how do we compare to the numbers from previous year 2023? Join me as we dive into the metrics that matter. You can clearly see that it's beginning to take shape in this graph. The average sales price increased by an additional 2% from the previous week. It appears that we are witnessing the typical spring market dynamic of higher volume and higher sales prices. At this time of year, the average sales price was 2.2% higher than it was the previous year. Overall, it appears that prices are still rising relative to 2023. Still higher, but not much higher. This week, there was a slight increase in the number of available homes for buyers, but the number of new listings was approximately 7% lower than the previous week, suggesting that it was an off week, possibly because of Easter coming and spring break. How did that figure compare at the time to the previous years? For the 7th week in a row, the number of homes listed has surpassed that of last year at this time, with an approximate 10% increase. That represents a reversal of the general trend that we have observed throughout 2023. It looks like inventory in the metro area is finally starting to be unlocked as sellers are giving up on being rate locked, as we've talked about previously. So that's supply. Now let's talk about demand. The number of purchase agreements signed by buyers and sellers continues to rise, as it should at this time of year. The figure was up about 5% from the previous week and more than 12% higher than 2023 at this time. Interest rates. So the best case scenario for the 30-year fixed during this week ending March 24th was around 6.375%, with most lenders likely still pushing 7%. That's exactly where we were. Not much has changed with the yield on the 10-year Treasury, which is one of our best indicators of where rates are headed. And there may be a change now as we just got inflation data last Friday. They said they were going to hold steady, the Fed. They were kind of expecting a little tiny rate cut. And now we're kind of waiting for the market for it all to flush out. That's the information I have. Let's move on to the happy subject of foreclosures. The number of foreclosures and pre-foreclosure homes on the market changed by 1. Big deal. We now have approximately 75 distressed properties on the market out of a total of nearly 7,500 active and pending homes. Remember last week when I noticed a slight increase in the number of notices of default, which is the first step in the foreclosure process? Well, those numbers have moderated back down to what we have seen week after week. I will keep an eye on it and let you know if things start to change. Well, there you have it. This week's insider glimpse into Portland's real estate market. If you want to stay ahead of the data, subscribe now or give me a particular call if you're interested in hearing about your zip code, your neighborhood, or your region of the area. Keep in mind, whether you're buying, selling, or simply curious about the market, I'm here to keep you informed and empowered, and I'm happy to run numbers for you if you'd like to see what your home is worth. Take care, enjoy the beautiful weather we've been having, and I'll see you back here next week. Thanks.